Oui, ce que je disais, c'est que j'ai préparé le stream hier soir. J'ai regardé la VOD la semaine dernière, genre où est-ce qu'on en était et tout. Le son est peut-être trop fort, je sais pas, par rapport à ma voix, je sais pas. Bon, on va dire que c'est bon. Mais du coup, oui. Je vais pas résumer tout le jeu aujourd'hui, il y a 3 VOD qui sont déjà sortis. C'est peut-être long de regarder les 3 VOD, certes, mais voilà, il y a 3 VOD qui sont déjà sortis. Ce que je vais vous résumer en tout cas, c'est que on joue une sorte de famille recomposée qui, suite à une catastrophe, doit reconstruire une cathédrale. En gros. Oh, mon dieu, il a lancé le jeu. Ça veut dire quoi ça? Il a lancé le jeu, ça veut dire quoi? J'ai parlé trop longtemps? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? J'ai parlé trop longtemps à ton goût? C'est ça? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Une catastrophe que tu as déclenchée. Sans faire exprès. Je tiens à le relever, mais c'était sans faire exprès. Non mais voilà. Le résumé, en gros, du jeu que je peux vous faire. Ah non, j'ai une pause. Ah d'accord, ok. J'ai à peine de le lancer, mais voilà. Le résumé du jeu, c'est... On joue une sorte de famille recomposée qui tente de reconstruire une cathédrale qui a été détruite. On peut jouer 4 personnages. Je vais résumer du coup l'histoire de ces 4 personnages vite fait. On a Philippe, qui est le prieur du coup de la cathédrale qui a été détruite, qui tente de la reconstruire aussi, et qui a à demi-mot déclenché une guerre, entre guillemets, parce qu'en fait c'est pas vraiment lui, c'est une lettre, mais c'est lui qui l'a apporté, enfin bref. Deuxième personnage, c'est Jack. C'était un enfant qui vivait dans la forêt et tout, avec sa mère, et qui a rencontré Tom le bâtisseur, et qui a poursuivi sa route avec Tom le bâtisseur et sa famille. Le deuxième personnage du coup c'est Tom le bâtisseur justement. C'est une personne qui a perdu sa femme au tout début du jeu, qui a perdu son enfant qui a été repris par Philippe, mais du coup Tom ne sait pas que c'est cet enfant-là et Philippe ne sait pas que c'est l'enfant de Tom. Bref. Et du coup Tom le bâtisseur, c'est lui qui a le projet de construire la cathédrale. Il avait annoncé en 7 ou 10 ans à peu près. Et le dernier personnage qu'on peut jouer, c'est Aliena. Pourquoi je raconte son histoire en dernier? Parce qu'on l'a vu la semaine dernière. C'est-à-dire que Aliena, c'est une princesse d'un château. Château qui est tombé en ruine, qui a été attaqué et tout lors de la guerre. Et elle et son frère ont trouvé refuge dans la cathédrale et font des livraisons de laine et de... voilà, ils font des livraisons de laine un peu à travers la région avec son frère. Et son frère doit reconquérir le royaume qu'il a perdu, enfin que son père a perdu. En gros, il me semble que c'est ça l'histoire. Et donc, la semaine dernière, ce qu'on a fait, c'est qu'on a vu 2 chapitres. Dans les 2 chapitres, c'était l'histoire de Aliena et son frère, donc Aliena et Richard, du coup. L'histoire de Aliena et Richard, qui, du coup, ont perdu leur royaume, ont perdu leur père, et se sont mis à essayer de trouver un travail, et faire en sorte que Richard devienne assez prompt à devenir un roi, ou en tout cas... comment dire, un comte d'un petit royaume. Voilà, il me semble que c'est tout. Et du coup, on s'était arrêté la semaine dernière au tout début du chapitre 10. On s'était arrêté là parce qu'il y avait eu un bond dans le temps. Jack est amoureux de Aliena. La cathédrale a bien avancé. Jack, il devient... du coup, il est plus grand et tout. Mais je crois qu'il y a eu 5 ans de pause. Jack, il est devenu tailleur de pierre, il me semble. Voilà, en gros ce qui s'est passé la semaine dernière. Bref, je pense avoir tout résumé comme il faut. Voilà, et donc là on reprend directement là où on s'était arrêté la semaine dernière. Voilà, on a quoi du coup? La Bible de Philippe, que Philippe veut que je lise, d'accord. La fronde. Tom insiste que je termine mon modillon. Ah oui, mais d'abord on devait aller dire à Aliena qu'on l'aime, du coup. Et Alfred va regretter ce qu'il a dit sur Aliena. Ok. Ok. Cette fissure revient à chaque fois. Idiot. Ok. Ah, je vais enlever la ruche là. Je vais me faire piquer. Je vais me faire piquer, je pense. Pas très fort. Un dernier. Let's go! Je croyais qu'il y a d'autres nids dans le coin. Et oui, voilà, et lui, c'est Jonathan, c'est le fils du coup de Tom, mais il le sait pas, Tom, en gros.
Come on, let's have fun.
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh, I can.
Tom and Philip said you can't. You have to work.
You have to work.
I know what they said. I was there, you know. Philip and Tom won't mind if we take a break. Sometimes people say one thing and mean another thing. Either he stopped listening or he's thinking about it. I hope you appreciate that I look out for you.
I ate a beetle.
J'ai mangé un scarabée.
Don't tell Philip, all right? It's our secret.
Il est fou. Il est fou le gosse. Le gosse il va crever.
Hey up there! Hey down there! The tree of life. When I was small, I wanted something with animals.
Oh, c'est joli.
I tried to make it look like no other tree, more like a thought. I like it, but nobody recognizes that it's supposed to be a tree.
Ah oui, ouais.
Well, Tom says it's done, and he won't let me do another one.
D'accord. Ah, on peut pas voir, on peut pas aller voir. Ah si là. Faut que j'aille voir la meuf. Elle est où? Oh waouh. Je suis où? Ah, ok, on est là.
Jonathan, don't run off.
Don't worry, he's here.
Ah, great. Thank you, Martha.
And no, I don't have time to watch him.
Oh, damn.
Oh non, il a fait tomber un pot derrière.
It's all broken.
Le potier. Bill le potier.
Shouldn't
Non,
you
le
be
bottier.
working, Jack?
Quoi? Attends, je sais plus.
Maybe I should go before I buy
C'est Bill le bottier, je crois, dans
Go, will ya?
Pierre des Caraïbes.
Now it's come to that. Even the monks step on my chickens.
Did you see Aliena?
Maybe she was heading home. I think she's expecting a visitor.
A visitor?
Do I hear jealousy in your voice?
Non,
I don't know what you're talking about.
c'est faux.
Aliena went home.
Could be. I know she's expecting a visitor.
So, how's business? All well?
More and more people keep coming here. Yesterday, there were 24 merchants from Shiring alone.
2 douzaines de marchands, putain.
Pretty much. But the Priory made a lot of money. Seems the Earl just raised the taxes at his market, so they all came here instead. Now they've all returned to Shiring for the Fleece Fair.
Is the Earl asking lower taxes at the Fleece Fair?
On the contrary, from what the merchants told me, it's
Putain.
even worse. So they all have to trade their wool there, including Aliena and the Prior. But you need a license to do a Fleece Fair, and only Shiring has one.
Ok. Tu vas pas à la foire aux poissons?
Are you not going to the Fleece Fair in Shiring?
No, Philip asked me to supervise the market here.
So now you're working with Philip and Aliena?
I know, it's a lot of work.
En fait, je sais pas si je peux continuer mon travail. En gros, j'ai peur que si je continue mon travail, genre si je finis le travail,
This is our home.
j'ai peur que Aliena elle parte.
Yeah, I guess.
You should be working too.
I'm just taking a break. Maybe I should get going.
Oh, before I forget, I have a message for you.
Un message. Message de Hélène. Message d'Hélène. Marmousé, je dois te parler. Je serai dans la petite clairière près de la rivière.
I think Ellen wants to talk to you about Papa.
What's there to talk about? Tom doesn't believe I can be a builder.
That's not true.
C'est vrai, Martha, c'est la fille de Tom. Putain, je viens de faire le rapprochement.
Oh, did he?
Ok. Je
Yes,
viens de faire le rapprochement, ok.
he's complicated.
He is. On days like this, you can almost get lost here.
La carte du prieuré. Vas-y, dis-nous tout. La maison d'Aliena, elle est tout droit en sortant. Ok. La clairière, elle est là-bas. Ok. Ok, ok. Putain, il y a tellement de trucs à voir. Mais je sais pas si le jeu il est timé en fait.
Hey,
Jack, how did you like the stone I picked for your...
I like it. You were right. Now I only need to get better at carving.
Give it time, Jack. You'll get there. Now, better get back to work. Who knows how long we can still work here.
If our workers find out, they'll get nervous. And rightly so.
Of course. This is a terrible problem.
It is.
Vas-y, je vais essayer de finir mon travail. Comme ça, ce sera fait.
Next few weeks.
Attends, il y a la crypte là-bas qu'on peut aller voir aussi.
Everything all right, Jonathan?
Faire des grimaces. Se relever. Ok. Ah, je peux le frapper avec mon... Ah non, je pensais. J'aurais peut-être dû.
It's gone. Where did it go? There must be some kind of cavity behind that wall. The foundations and the whole crypt were part of the old cathedral. Who knows what secrets are hidden down here? Philip says he's only resting. If Adolphus ever wakes up, he'll be in for quite a surprise. He's a long way from home.
Ah ouais, putain.
I wonder if I'll ever get to see a faraway place like Cordoba. Oh, it's gone. No, better not use that for target practice.
Tu t'es ramolli, Jack, hein. Moi, je t'ai connu, tu tirais sur des biches. Maintenant, t'oses même plus tirer sur des rats. Franchement, tu te ramollis, Jack, hein. Continue le travail maintenant, continue le travail plus tard. Vas-y, on va le finir maintenant, comme ça on n'en parle plus.
Time to get this done.
Vas-y, on le fait, on n'en parle plus, comme ça. Oula. Putain, j'ai tout raté. J'en ai pas eu un seul de bon, putain. J'en ai pas fait un seul de bien.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I focus today?
Parce que tu penses à Aliena Bébou.
Isn't right. I can never get the face right. I'm done for now.
Voilà, il a dit j'ai terminé, comme ça c'est fait.
Stand looking at it anymore.
Comme ça, on a déjà réussi une mission, ça c'est fait.
Watch your tongue. I will. Damn.
Ah oui, et il y avait aussi un des... Il y avait le prieuré adjoint, je crois, qui était un peu vénère en fait. Parce qu'il pensait reconnaître notre mère et tout, mais il savait plus d'où. Il savait plus de où il avait reconnu notre mère. Ok. Enfin, notre mère, Jack, hein, la mère de Jack. Vu qu'on vivait dans la forêt et tout. Il y avait Rémigius. J'ai fini le travail.
What are you doing out here, Jack? Did you finish your corbel?
Oui. Dire à Tom que vous avez terminé, oui.
I'm done.
Why do I get the feeling that when I go and look at your corbel, it won't be finished?
J'ai fait de mon mieux, d'accord. J'ai fait de mon
I'm doing
mieux.
my best, all right? If you would let me do more than just the statues.
You need to focus on the task at hand.
I can do much more than stone carving, and you know it.
We can't always get what we want.
Alfred can.
Jack, please. We have much bigger problems to solve right now. The Earl of Shiring has stopped supporting us. If we don't do anything about it, we'll have to send the workers away. We'll have to stop building the cathedral.
Oui, merde.
I will talk to Percy Hamley. And if he won't see me, I will talk to the king, or this will be the end of Kingsbridge.
Can I help you?
Yes, by doing as you're told. Do your job, and only your job.
Ok. Oh là là, il est rabat-joie, lui. Ah, du coup, il n'y a plus le gosse avec nous. Ah si, il est toujours avec nous, merde. Désespéré, franchement. Aliena, elle habite par là, je crois.
Should I just knock? Here we go. There's no one home.
Moi, je pense que ça pue et que Alfred, il est trop in love et qu'il va lui dire avant nous qu'il est in love. Et elle va dire, oh mais moi aussi, je suis in love de toi, Alfred, et tout. Chien.
Good day, my ladies.
If it isn't handsome Jack. Have you come by to help, eh?
Alors non.
Not really.
Didn't think so. After a day your hands start bleeding. Piss and salt in the water will do that.
Piss?
Only way to get the grease and dirt from the wall. We can use a coin, but there's only so much pain you can take. Sooner or later, Aliena will have to look someplace else for fullers.
I will find a way to help you with your hands.
Well, it's a start. Then maybe you should get back to work as well.
I'm just
Ils
taking
pissent
a
dans la
break,
laine.
all right?
Ok. Ils font pipi dans la laine. Peut-être des gants ou des trucs comme ça, du coup.
Brother Paul.
And that is little Jack. You see, he never paid the bridge toll when he came here. Sometimes you must show clemency and let those in need pass into our town without asking for coin.
I'll remember your words, Brother Paul.
La carrière de Jack. Ça, c'est la daronne, ça.
Ah, there you are, Cub. I wanted to talk to you.
What is it?
I'm afraid there's a lot of trouble ahead of us. From what I heard from Tom, they're trying to shut down the construction.
They?
The Earl of Shiring. Tom is under a lot of stress. If it weren't for him, it would already be over.
Why are you telling me this? Did he say something about me?
No. But I know that he just can't stand to see you and Alfred arguing.
Just don't see why Alfred gets to do everything he wants.
Alfred is a master builder. You are an apprentice. There are rules. They may not be my rules, but they are yours. If you want to become a master builder.
Maybe.
Don't be angry, Cub.
I'm not.
Ok. Tu sais où elle est, Aliena, ou pas?
If she suspects something, then she's pretty good at not letting it show.
Tu sais où il est, Alfred, ou pas?
No. She would just tell me not to pick a fight.
Tu sais où est-ce que je peux trouver un truc pour les mains, ou pas?
The Fullers down in Kingsbridge are having trouble with their hands.
I'm not surprised. I could only do it for a few days, even though Aliena paid well. Here, take this.
Ok. Des orties. Avec un mortier, je pourrais faire un baume pour les fouleuses. Ok.
Stinging nettle.
Ok, ok.
And you need to crush it with a pestle and mortar, and then make a balm from it.
Comment je trouve un mortier machin là?
The fuller's hands will improve.
Kubert.
But only for a while. If they want to stop their hands from suffering, they need to stop fulling.
maybe you're right. Thank you.
Ok, il faut que je trouve Kubert.
As much as I'd like to, I did promise Tom
Qui
I'd only do
m'appelle?
my own carpets
Attends, il y a
and
2 secondes.
evenings.
Bah c'était rien, du coup.
Hey.
J'ai fait ça il y a quelques temps. Bah c'est joli mec. Je pense qu'il faut que je calme le jeu encore avec... Le chantier fourmille toujours d'activité. Faut que je calme le jeu en fait encore avec... Alfred.
Everything all right, Jonathan?
Mais je le fais à chaque fois. La dernière fois déjà j'avais essayé de calmer le jeu avec lui, je lui avais donné à manger et tout, et maintenant il me refait la gueule quoi, il est relou. Mais du coup c'est qui Kubert? Parce que ma mère elle a dit ouais il y a Kubert, il a un mortier et tout, tu peux faire un pilon etc.
He's teaching the novice about the bridge and the toll. I better not disturb them.
Ok. Donc là a priori on n'a plus rien à faire ici. Là ça nous amène au moulin normalement, voilà.
Don't always run off, Jonathan, or I'll get in trouble with
Aliena!
Ah! Salut!
Yes?
Ah, ma manette elle vibre. Ah, ma manette elle vibre comme si c'était un cœur qui vibrait, tu vois. Pom pom, pom pom, pom pom. C'était marrant. Aliena, regardez vers le haut. Ah! Là je contrôle les deux en même temps là.
And how are you two?
Oh, well.
Dire que vous l'aimez. C'est trop gênant! Oh non, c'est trop bien! C'est trop bien comme jeu.
As it happens, my young friend here is a bit disgruntled with his superiors and needed a break.
Oh, is that so? Maybe you'd like to come and work for me, Jonathan.
Well...
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 Jonathan!
Oh non!
He's here!
I'm coming! Jack loves you.
Oh non! Oh l'enculé! Oh l'enculé! Oh non!
I was just about to ask if you think that Jonathan suspects anything.
I swear on this very Bible that I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh putain! Il est trop bien ce moment. Vas-y, touche-lui à la gueule, hein!
Cold, cold, cold. Oh, I lost my Bible. Shit!
I'm sorry, but no bad deed goes unpunished.
Putain, Jonathan l'enfoiré là!
But we haven't done anything bad. Yet.
You burned down the cathedral.
Oh le bisou! Ah non, il était juste sur la joue. Oh.
Dangerous feral beast from the woods.
God hates me for that. He has a strange way of showing it.
Je me fais un bisou sur la joue. Ah! Ah!
You remembered it?
You sang it the sat here together.
You were dangling your feet in the brook, lost in thought. Just like today.
Why can't it always be like this, Jack?
I know what you mean.
I hate pretending that I don't love you.
Oh.
Jack.
I know.
Pourquoi ils n'ont pas le droit de s'aimer? Avez-vous des nouvelles de votre frère?
Have you heard from your brother?
The war never ends, and he always needs more money. And I pay him to fight for.
C'est mignon, mais oui, de ouf. Moi j'aime bien.
King Stephen, to get the earldom back from him.
Yes. But you know, I don't even want that. Everything I've built here, what we have, I have all that because I'm not my father's daughter anymore. I'm afraid that if Richard becomes Earl, I'll lose much more than the money he's wasting now.
Ah, tu t'es encore disputé avec Tom?
Did you fight with Tom again?
Tom always takes Alfred's side.
Well, he is Alfred's father. He worries about him. It was the same with Richard.
If Tom's worried about Alfred, then why is he always telling me off?
Because you are the clever one. He probably worries about Alfred.
Hey, it's not my fault that he's a bit slow in the head.
Exactly. Tom thinks you should know better.
Maybe.
Ne sois pas fâché contre Tom. Mais ouais, sois pas fâché, mec.
Don't be cross with Tom. I think he wishes Alfred was more capable than he really is. He wants Alfred to be his successor after all.
Well, perhaps he could be if he only put his mind to it. I mean, even I could do it.
I'm sure you could.
But who would want to build a cathedral anyway? Your father meant well. I'm sure he did.
Did he? He never loved anyone. Not even my mother. It was not my fault we lost the earldom. It's not my responsibility. How could Father make me swear that oath? Were you still reading the Bible?
Philip insists. I better be angry that I lost it.
Oh, don't worry. He'll still keep teaching you. I think he sees something in you.
Oh, maybe I should become a monk. Oh, but you aren't allowed to kiss monks.
I shall love you like a brother then.
Comme un frère? T'es en train de faire friendzone là?
Say, what was that book called you told me about last time we met?
The Amoris by Ovid. I've only heard about it from a travelling scholar.
The title sounds promising.
Yeah, but maybe it's not as interesting as we think.
Let's find out.
I'll ask around Kingsbridge and see what I can find.
All right.
Encore une mission, ok. Peut-être qu'ils auront les amours d'Ovid au scriptorium. J'en ai des choses à faire, hein.
You know, back in the forest, my mother made up the rules herself. But they all made sense somehow. Here, everything is... it's complicated.
I know. Rules everywhere. Why is it that Tom can't tell Philip that Jonathan is his son? He's so happy when he's around Jonathan.
Tom's rules. And Philip's, probably. Tom believes he has lost the right to be Jonathan's father, as he gave up on him when he was born. That's what Martha said.
Ah, donc Jonathan, ok, donc en fait, par rapport à ce que je disais au début...
I guess when we're ready to play by their rules.
Or they by ours.
I guess.
Tout à l'heure j'ai dit que Tom il savait pas que Jonathan c'est 26. En fait oui, il le sait. Ok, ok.
It's like trading wool.
Is it?
Trading wool is a bit like what my father did. talking to people, negotiating, trading. It's it's fun, actually.
Talking to people is fun.
You listen to what they have to say, what they have to offer, what they're looking for. Then you come up with an offer where everyone profits, including you.
I get it. We'll tell people about us when we come up with an offer that suits them and us.
Right.
And us. Elle est très statique mais très jolie cette image, je trouve.
And you should try to remember why Tom and Philip keep nagging you. They want the best for you and for themselves, which is you.
If you say so.
I know so. I want the same.
Comme c'est mignon.
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Ali, all of them.
Je pense que ça va mal tourner pour eux. Hein. Je dis ça comme ça, mais je pense que ça va mal tourner. Hein. Je le sens, ouais. J'irai pas jusqu'à dire que je le sens mal, mais bon. C'est tout comme quoi.
What's going on?
We better go and find out.
Everyone, calm down.
Ah, mais on n'a pas donné les herbes aux... à les ouvriers en grève.
Yes, there was an incident. Our friend Otto Blackface was hurt at the quarry.
What happened?
The Earl of Shiring had his men stop us from taking stone from the quarries and timber from the forest.
Why? Why would Percy Hamley do that?
All we know is what his men told us. That the Earl of Shiring will not support the construction of Kingsbridge Cathedral anymore.
What are we gonna do now?
I will ride to Shiring myself and I will talk to Percy Hamley.
Oh, that's all good and well. But how are we supposed to continue working without stone and timber?
Timber!
To be paid before you run out of money.
I need to feed my family. Calm down. You heard the Prior. He will talk to the Earl himself.
And I've planned ahead for a day like this. You will be paid soon. And there will be plenty of work for at least another month. For all of you.
I trust Tom. I say we stay.
And I trust our Prior.
Ah ouais, donc là, il va vraiment falloir que j'arrange la situation, quoi.
I'll be with you in a moment.
What if the Earl won't listen to Philip?
I need to talk to Philip. See me later at my house, all right?
What about the book we wanted to look for?
Not now. I think I can help here.
I'll find the book.
Non mais Jack, arrête de penser à ton sgeg.
And now, back to work. This cathedral won't build itself. And you, Jack, watch Jonathan.
Oh, what again?
Arrête de faire l'enfant, Jack. Putain. Ah là, il y a Alfred, là, on peut lui parler.
Hey, take back what you said before.
What? What did I say?
Je sais plus.
Come on. You know what you said.
Je sais plus.
About Aliena? Why would you care if I take her as a wife?
You don't get it, do you?
Ah, c'est tout? Alfred cannot read. Ah, ok.
Don't you know how serious the situation
Alfred ne peut pas le lire.
What? What did he write?
Alfred can't read.
Right.
Oh mais c'est un connard, Jonathan là, putain. Oh. Vraiment un capteur, Jonathan là.
What is wrong with you? What did you do that for?
Jack, this is a church.
Oh, now don't go and tell on me. He started it.
What do you want from me?
Well, I just want you to take back what you said about Aliena.
So what if I would marry her? What's it to you?
Mind your own business.
Look who's talking. Shouldn't you be working?
Well, how can I if you keep distracting me?
Il faut que je continue de travailler sur mon truc là. Ah, je peux pas travailler sur mon truc?
I'm done for now.
Ah ok, il a terminé.
Just can't stand looking at it anymore.
Ah oui, ça, il faut que je trouve le livre.
You still don't get it, do you? Take back what you said.
I said nothing wrong. You're behaving like a child. Don't you realize we have much bigger problems? We'd be glad if we can continue working at all, Jack.
Oh, don't try to distract from the real problem, Alfred Builder. Just apologize.
Just leave me alone and get back to work, Jack.
Ok, ok. Et le gars de l'église là, il veut quoi là?
Are you looking for someone?
I'm supposed to bring this bread to our cantor. He's spending the day up there on the roof of the cathedral. But how am I ever going to make it all the way up there?
Ah, afraid of heights, hmm? But do you want me to go?
No, no. I'll make it. I just need time.
Ok mec, t'inquiète mec. Pas de soucis mec. Ah mince, j'aurais dû lui demander pour le livre. Bon, c'est pas grave.
I will do everything in my power to make sure you are paid.
I know that you showed us mercy before when we had to flee from Earl's castle. My husband has worked here ever since, and we would like to be close to Our Lady Aliena, but we have no choice.
Oh, Mary.
The same goes for us, Mary. We all owe Philip much.
I trust you, Father, but I risk my neck up there every day. My wife is right. If you can't pay, we'll have to move on.
Kingsbridge is our home. I don't want to leave.
Let me think of something. Maybe there's a way we can pay your workers early, Philip.
But selling the wool at the fleece fair will take at least a couple of days.
I'm sorry, but me and the other workers can't wait that long. Not now that everything is so unsure.
Trust me, Philip. I'll think of something.
Jack.
Ouais.
I saw your corbel. You did good work, Jack.
Merci.
Yeah, it's not half as good as it should be.
Don't get lost in the details.
It's my corbel. I want it to be perfect.
None of this is ours.
Doing the carvings is the only job you didn't give Alfred to screw up.
We should be thankful of the work we're allowed to do. And in our work, we must be thorough and steadfast.
Thankful for what we are allowed to do. You are the one who wouldn't settle for less than a cathedral. You could have had other work, but no. For months, you remained steadfast,
Oh là
no matter the
là.
cost.
T'es relou, Jack, arrête
When
de
you
faire
went to tell
l'enfant.
Jonathan about what happened in the forest?
Ah oui, t'as lâché ça comme ça alors. Ah, j'ai vraiment lâché, genre, quand direz-vous à Jonathan que vous êtes son père, genre.
Said that about Jonathan. Damn it.
Ouais, t'as été un peu... Ouais. T'y es pas allé de main morte, quoi. Bon, nous, maintenant, faut qu'on trouve Kubert, là. Ah, il y a une ruche, là. Vas-y. Let's go.
I bet there are more nests around. Do you mind?
C'est quoi? Ah, c'est des fourmis. Une poignée de fourmis, elles s'agitent dans tous les sens.
Oi, my hand.
Ah, j'ai pris des fourmis dans ma poche.
They aren't all your ants.
J'ai pris des fourmis dans ma poche. J'ai une fourmi dans ma poche. Quelqu'un a gravé quelque chose sur cette poutre. Oui, on l'avait vu la dernière fois.
Better not use that for target practice. The water flow turns the wheel. Then there's more wheels. And the millstone.
Ah, la meule.
The water flow turns the millstone. So the motion of the water is used and transformed into another motion.
Ouais,
grinding.
pour moudre.
Shouldn't there be all kinds of motions possible? We'd use wheels to lift timber and stone up at the construction site. Maybe the right kind of mill could make a sawing motion or a hammering motion.
Putain, il est intelligent, Jack.
That's a challenge for another day.
Bah arrête, t'es trop intelligent, Jack. Mec. T'es littéralement trop malin.
Maybe one day we could build a mill that will do a fulling motion. Hey, that's not a bad idea. But then the fullers would be out of a job. They were complaining about their hands, and there is probably other work for them. And Ali and Martha could sell even more cloth and save money on the fulling. I won't do it today, but hell, I have to try to build a fulling mill.
Ah, il est malin quand même, hein. Je trouve. Ok.
I don't see the Bible. Even if I could find it, I doubt it would still be legible.
Mais tu l'as fait tomber par amour, ça va. Nous nous retrouvons depuis toujours ici. Comme c'est mignon! Ouais, vas-y, je vais essayer de leur parler du livre à eux, là.
Better not. One is too old for the book, and the other is too young.
Ah, mince, ok.
That is something I would rather not discuss with my mother.
Ok. Tu veux des fourmis?
No, these are my ants.
Chelou.
Stinging nettle.
Yes, and you need to crush it with a pestle and mortar
Ok.
and then make a balm from it.
Ah, je pensais qu'elle allait me redire... Je pensais qu'elle allait me redire où est-ce que je pouvais faire ça. Mais du coup... j'ai pas visité toute la cathédrale. Peut-être qu'il y a un truc que j'ai pas vu. On va voir. Vas-y, on va essayer d'aller voir la cathédrale. Ok. Je sais qu'il y avait les cuisines et tout à droite.
There must be an easier way to do the fulling. We don't grind wheat with our hands anymore, so why do we still do the fulling like that?
I don't know. Maybe because no one came up with a better way of doing it.
Il y a les cuisines par là-bas normalement. Salut! Comment ça va la team?
Hello, Pilliers.
Jack, and Jonathan.
Salut!
This is not the best of times.
Pourquoi?
Brother Cuthbert could have been a little more careful in storing the apples down here.
I'm sure it's fine, Brother Andrew.
I am not so sure. Even the salt is damp.
Cuthbert knew what he was doing.
What is Brother Andrew up to?
We will get a new cellar soon. Andrew is preparing everything. Maybe they should get a new kitchener as well.
Why?
If what Cuthbert did was not good enough, then what I can do can't be much better. Cuthbert knew so much more than I did.
Ok.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, let's see.
Ouais. Ok. Merde.
Oh. Here we go. Yes.
Pour le dernier, il va être compliqué, hein.
Just a little more.
Mais vas-y, j'étais presque. C'est pas du jeu.
I thought I'm getting the hang of this.
Trop tôt.
Almost.
Presque. Oh non, vas-y. On y est presque, on y est presque. Let's go, c'est bon. GG moi, bravo, incroyable joueur.
And now, what? Milliers?
Yes,
Do you know how to make a bar?
indeed. All it takes is some hot fat and beeswax.
Ah, thank you.
Merci. C'est vraiment le san de la veine.
You know, you really wouldn't make a bad monk, Jack.
Ouais, mais non.
I think that would be a problem.
Why? You can read, you know about herbs, and you are good company.
Ouais, mais en fait, je ken un max en fait.
Supposed to be one.
What?
Here, in the corner.
No, it's vinegar.
Ah.
It's vinegar. That shouldn't be here. What was Cuthbert thinking?
Oh, Lord. Give me the strength to endure this without chasing another angel from my kitchen.
I don't think I would make a good monk.
Why not? Philip thinks so too. He told me.
Never mind why. I don't need to be a monk to come around and talk to you, right?
That is true.
And I think I should get back to work soon. Thank you for your help.
Attends, pars pas. Ils vont devoir poser la question par rapport au livre. Pourquoi t'es parti? Je t'ai demandé de partir? Pas, non. Ah, mince, ok. À qui je peux poser la question du coup? À Martha? Peut-être un des moines, mais je veux bien, mais aucun des moines veut me parler. Après, j'en ai pas parlé à aucun, donc c'est vrai que ça aide pas non plus, mais bon. Ok.
They wouldn't know about Ovid. Most of them can't even read.
Ah, ils ont carrément fait un trou ici. Ah, un autre nid, ok, vas-y, let's go. Dommage. T'inquiète, je gère. Let's go.
Before him, not a single fort remains. I think that was all of them.
Ah, on les a tous eus. Parfait.
Hello, Cuthbert. I hope you're happy wherever you are.
What do you mean, wherever he is?
Ah, Naldus, il est toujours là.
There. I made sure his wait for Judgment Day is comfortable.
Philip thinks we might go to heaven when we die.
No. We lie in wait till Judgment Day. That's why I want someone good to bury me, to make sure I lie well. I hope you will remember your promise.
Ouais, je me rappelle ça que je dois l'enterrer si jamais il meurt.
That was a long time ago. My first night in the Priory. I'll bury you, brother Arnaldus. Don't worry.
Thank you.
T'inquiète, mec, je gère.
Thank you for looking after Cuthbert.
Ah, le décès de Cuthbert. Cuthbert s'est décédé en l'an 1141. Putain, ça fait... Dans ce coup, il n'y a plus de bruit d'un seul coup. Au cœur d'un hiver particulièrement rude, dans les jours qui ont précédé sa mort, il se plaignait d'avoir du mal à respirer et de ressentir une douleur dans le torse. Il avait demandé à Milius de lui trouver une herbe appelée l'arme de Sainte Marie. L'infusion réalisée avec cette plante l'a soulagé pendant quelques heures, mais la nuit même, la fièvre de Cuthbert a repris de plus belle et sa respiration est devenue plus difficile. Milius est resté à son chevet et lui a parlé jusqu'à ce que Cuthbert trouve le sommeil. Le lendemain matin, Cuthbert ne s'est pas réveillé. Il mort à l'âge de 68 ans, dont 58 années passées à Kingsbridge. Aucun des moines n'était assez âgé pour se souvenir du jour où il était arrivé dans le prieuré. Cuthbert n'avait jamais parlé de sa famille, mais pour la plupart des moines, il était comme un père, voire comme un grand-père pour le petit Jonathan. La présence de l'enfant fut pour lui une grande source de joie pendant les dernières années de sa vie, qu'il repose en paix. Attends, toi t'as pas entendu parler du livre, toi?
I doubt there's a copy of Ovid's work hidden around here.
Ok.
Now get to work. No.
What's the problem?
I'm taking me well-deserved break.
Well deserved. You deserve a good kicking, you lazy drunk.
Better a drunk than a bearded bastard. Come on then, kick me. Show me what
Viens de se battre.
Please, this is leading nowhere. Think for a moment what other people would do.
What?
Who?
Le prieur, Tom le bâtisseur, pensa à d'autres personnes. Tom le bâtisseur, le roi Stephen, Jack Jackson. Jack Jackson, c'est moi?
Ah, Jack Jackson.
Who's that?
C'est moi?
Never heard that name.
That's me.
I thought you were Jack Builder.
Well,
I don't know what to make of you, to be honest.
Shouldn't you be working?
You're just running about everywhere. You never get anything done.
At least don't keep us from working, thank you.
Oh là là.
Oh, forget it.
Ils sont relous les deux là.
Tom Builder.
Now he's a hard worker, isn't he?
True, he's a hard worker, that he is. But also the man knows how to take a break. And he knows when to give others room for a break.
This is not your break.
You've been taking a shit for half a day and used up yours. Now don't you start and ruin mine too.
Oh wow.
J'ai passé la matinée à couler un bronze, il a dit.
When I take a break, you take one too.
Has your wife been cooking again, eh?
Go! Dare you! Go! Drink yourself to death!
Ah! Non, je pense que le comte de Shywing, c'est pas le bon moment de parler de lui, hein.
What about King Stephen?
Now, that is a man who sits a lot.
How would you know?
He's got a throne.
He's the king! Of course he's
Ah.
got a throne!
Putain.
And he's sitting on it. He's got a throne. Of course the man knows how to sit.
Il sait forcément s'asseoir.
You mean?
Yeah, like me on me well-deserved break. Or you on yours when you're sitting on the shitter for half a day.
I was not!
I heard you farting from here.
Je t'entendais péter. Pardon. Ça me fait rire.
You think that? Well, you better think again!
Frère Arnaldus. C'est qui déjà, frère Arnaldus?
Brother Arnaldus.
Good example indeed. That poor man is as good as dead.
Ah mais c'est celui qui est un peu fou. C'est vrai.
What's your excuse for having a beard like a bear?
Oh vas-y, ils sont relous les deux là, c'est bon, vas-y.
Get back to work! Never!
Bon, je vais vous laisser là, hein. Bonne journée surtout, hein. Le scriptorium.
Don't be distracted by what is going on outside.
No surprise, Regis.
The two have been quarreling the whole morning. I wonder what their problem is. Hmm? What are you doing in the scriptorium?
Scriptorium. J'aime bien comment il parle.
Is that so? Everyone, listen up. It's the work of a scribe not to copy text and scripture.
It is Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
And is it not the task of illuminators to illuminate these texts?
Ah, il va dire le travail d'un bâtisseur est-il de lire? Ils vont dire non, et voilà, et on n'aura pas accès au livre. Ça va être ça.
And what do you think is the work of Jack, the apprentice of Tom Builder?
Build?
Working on the construction site.
Carving statues and ornaments.
Et il n'a pas le droit de lire. On a compris, c'est bon.
I'm not exactly sure what it is either, but it is not distracting our scribes and illuminators. I do not know what Prior Philip sees in you, Jack.
Bon bah je vais sortir, c'est bon, j'ai compris.
Now, go back to your work and do not disturb us again.
Ok. Ah, peut-être que si je calme les gens dehors... Si je réussis à calmer les gens dehors... Si je... Oui, c'est bon, on a compris, allez, hop. Si je réussis à calmer les gens dehors, peut-être qu'il voudra bien me laisser, non?
I think I know who might be a shining inspiration for both of you.
Le prieur.
Oh, the prior.
Oh, yes. Prior Philip's not running around drunk now, is he?
No, he's not. And I'm not either. I'm sitting.
And there's my problem right there. Get up and push. Philip would.
Moi, si tu veux, je peux t'aider.
No, he wouldn't. A break is like a Sunday. It's a sin to work on a Sunday.
Well, that's true.
It's not a Sunday.
But it's my break.
Oh là là. J'ai quoi d'autre comme choix? Le comte de Shiring, Alfred le bâtisseur. Alfred le
builder. Oh, he's a good example. He's a master builder now.
But he likes his beer, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, he does. But he's always sober when he's working.
Always. You know, maybe I should be a bit more like Alfred Builder.
Me too.
You have got to be kidding me.
Well then, back to work.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Alfred Builder would know when his break is up.
Alfred Builder would know when to shut the hell up.
I doubt he would.
Je peux pas lui foutre des fourmis dans sa boisson à l'autre là? Non, y a pas.
I doubt that will reconcile them. Let me think again.
Must be joking.
Who else might
Comte de Shiring, je pense pas, parce que c'est un méchant, enfin c'est un connard là. Le sous-prieur.
The sub-prior.
Oh, don't get me started on Sub-Prior Remigius. He is a hard-working man.
He is. And don't you doubt it. What? That he is a hard-working man? Who?
Oh putain.
Sub-Prior Remigius, you
What? How dare they?
J'ai peut-être fait une bêtise là.
How dare you? Shouting in the cemetery like heathens! Silence! Do you have any idea how hard the work of a sub-prior is? How much devotion and painful work it takes to teach our novices, our monks? And you dare call me a fool?
Je peux peut-être en profiter pour aller voler un livre, non?
Silence, I say! I will think of a way to make you two understand the kind of behavior I expect in this priory.
I think they'll be busy for a while.
We place our trust in
Ok, ok.
We take you in.
Wesh la team.
I should ask someone who knows about books instead. There are many I've not read. Most of them, actually. If only I had more time to read.
Ok. Et lui là, il peut pas me dire lui? Salut.
Ah, Jack.
Salut mec.
Just be careful that Remigius doesn't see you.
Ouais, t'inquiète, je gère.
Philip said I'm welcome to read and study here.
Not while we're working. Remigius insisted.
I'll try to be quick. No. It's not here.
Ok.
Maybe the monks know where I can... I'm looking for a book by Ovid.
Oh, we saw some in Shiring and in Winchester.
There are also a few copies in Salisbury, I believe. Which ones are you looking for?
The Amores?
Have you heard of that? That was one of the copies in Winchester, I think. Did you read it?
Me? I don't remember.
He did.
Just a page or two.
Sounds like the right book, and Winchester's not far. I should tell Ali what I found out.
Ok.
What is it that you're working on?
I'm copying pages of the book Prior Philip wrote. We finished the original last year.
I didn't know he wrote a book.
Not many know of it. The content
is critical of the church and bishops. After his experience with Bishop Waleran, he studied about what he calls Judicia Cleri.
Judicia Cleri?
C'est quoi?
The judgments of the clergy?
Ah, ok.
Yes. In the past, there were many cruel tests that were made to discover whether a man was guilty or not. The Lord was to judge them. These ordeals were called Judicium Dei, the judgment of God. Some had to hold burning iron in their bare hands. Others were drowned. Some were burned on the pyre. And if they were innocent, God would save them.
There'd be no martyrs if that were true. Even Adolphus would have been saved.
Yes. God works in mysterious ways. The prior wants these horrible ordeals to become a thing of the past, for cruelty only leads to more cruelty.
But I heard of miracles. Saints that survived burnings.
True. However, Prior Philip believes these were not judgments of God, but judgments of the clergy.
Ok.
Judicia Cleri.
Yes! Stories and fake ordeals to redeem friends and allies of the clergy.
Fake miracles? By the church?
Ok.
Ooh, that sounds like Philip is asking for trouble. Whoever is accused of fakery and heresy will not be likely to respond well to that.
But we believe Philip is right.
This is the second millennium. We must finally learn from past mistakes.
Ok. Bah nous du coup on va sortir, hein. On va y aller. Tu viens Jonathan? Let's go.
And this is how you thank us?
Putain il est passé à travers les murs Jonathan. Trop fort le gars. Il faut qu'on aille voir les femmes qui travaillent la laine là, pour leur donner le truc. Vas-y. Hop, 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 hop. Je sais pas quoi faire des fourmis, hein.
Try this.
Whenever did you find the time to make a bomb, handsome Jack? Don't you have work to do?
Who would I be if I could just pass by ladies in need?
Does that mean you'll join us and do some filling?
I have my own work.
Voir les femmes. Non mais... Pour les aider, pour les aider.
Of course. Suddenly you've got work to do. But I dare say, that bomb works. My hands feel much better. Thank you.
You're welcome, ladies.
Désolé 2 secondes, j'ai ma mère qui m'a envoyé un message. Ok, c'est bon. Ouais, non mais... Elles sont gentilles, les madames, elles sont gentilles. Moi, je fais ça pour elles. Je ne suis qu'amour, hein. Ah, je suis bloqué. Elles sont gentilles, effectivement. Elles sont sympas. Elles font pas de mal à un canard. C'est pas ça l'expression.
Come on, Jonathan. Let's tell Ali what I found out.
Je pense qu'elle a autre chose en tête, Ali. Hein. Elle est jolie sa maison. Je pense qu'elle est pas là. Oh le chat. Le gros matou. J'aime tellement pas ça les chats.
Ranulph of Chester and his half-brother
Oh, ils sont frères.
Castle from Stephen. At least this is a chance for us to take it back.
For us? Who is us? The whole of England is strangled by new taxes and torn apart by this senseless quarrelling.
Senseless quarrelling? You still think I'm just playing around?
No.
I put my life at risk, Ali, for you and me. This isn't a game.
I know that.
Do you? It's an honor to be one of the King's Knights.
An honor that costs a lot of money.
Oh, now you broke it, Jonathan.
There's someone at the door. I'll be right back.
Oh. Go play.
Jack.
Hey.
So,
Yes.
what brings you here?
Oh la tête qui... Vous avez une visite ou vous manquez, vous avez de la visite. La tête de Jonathan qui est apparue en bas à droite. Oh j'aime bien.
Are you jealous?
Everything all right there?
Yes, it will just take a minute. Sorry, but my brother is waiting. He has to ride back to Shiring soon.
Ah, I see. All right. I just wanted to tell you that I found out about the book.
What book? Oh, Ovid. You were still looking for that.
Ouais.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. It just feels like there are so many problems right now at the construction
Bah ouais,
site.
elle a raison là.
That reminds me. Could you tell Philip that I've come up with an idea how he can pay the workers?
Oh. How?
I'll buy up all of his wool and sell it on the fleece fair myself.
Ah ouais?
But I need to go to Shiring first and get the money.
All right. I'll tell him. By the way, they have a copy of the Amores in Winchester.
Oh? I think I know someone who might be able to get it.
Oh!
But first we need to make sure Philip gets his money and talks to Percy.
Ok.
Percy Hamley, the Earl.
Percy Hamley, the fat oaf.
Oh, ferme-la, toi. Oh, il était con quand il était jeune, mais en plus, maintenant, il a du pouvoir, quoi. Lui, il était teubé quand il était jeune, mais en plus, maintenant, c'est un chevalier, quoi. Il a rien pour lui, le pauvre.
So for them, you've got money, Ali.
So you were eavesdropping on me. Great. That deal with Philip will help them and us, Richard.
Robert of Gloucester is advancing on Lincoln as we speak. Tomorrow we will ride from Shiring. And what I need from you is money for a new sword and a gambeson. And I want my shield painted in Stephen's colours.
Is this leading anywhere, Richard? You've been doing this for years now, and has the king ever considered making you Earl of Shiring?
Pas bleu. Putain.
But I fought side by side with him before. He knows my name, Ali.
Oh. Oh, all right. I will meet you in Shiring, and I'll bring the money.
Parler à Philippe, let's go. En théorie, on a tout fait. Il y a que le... Il y a que les fourmis, je sais pas à quoi elles servent, mais... Est-ce que les fourmis, je dois les foutre sur Alfred? Si c'est ça, c'est incroyable. Attends. Ah non, je peux pas, je dois... Voilà, Philippe directement.
Aliena says you can pay your workers. She has enough money to buy up all the Priory's wool and sell it in Shiring. And that way, you get your money earlier.
Really?
But you have to accompany her to Shiring. She has to fetch the money first.
The sooner the better. I have to talk to Percy Hamley anyway. Thank you, Jack.
Y a pas de quoi, mec.
Get back to work. Tom wanted to talk to you.
Ah. Oula, là, y a plus de musique. Ok.
Yeah, if I talk to Tom now, he'll insist I stay at the construction site and work. Am I really done out here?
Est-ce que j'ai fait tout ce que je voulais faire? Ben oui, j'ai vu Aliena, j'ai donné le truc aux femmes. Normalement, j'ai tout fait, hein. Il me semble, hein. Enfin, les fourmis, en fait, je sais que j'ai des fourmis, mais je sais pas à quoi elles servent, donc je vais dire oui, hein.
Jack.
Oui.
What? Come here, please.
Mais il a le truc qui pendouille au-dessus de sa tête, lui, hein. Ça me plaît pas trop, hein.
You wanted to finish your corbel and I let you. Instead, you pick another fight with Alfred. You mock him in front of others because he can't read. And don't tell me he started it, because everyone else told me you started the fight. Sub-Prior and me just told me you disturbed the monks in the scriptorium.
Philip told me to practice reading.
The Bible, not the kind of book you were looking for. Then you go and waste your time in the cemetery and the market, and in the kitchen, and chatting to the Fullers.
I made a balm for them. I wanted to help them.
You should have been working instead. Don't you know how close we are to shutting down the construction? If I'd not planned ahead, it would all be over now. But how am I to plan ahead if I can't rely on you, Jack?
What? Watch out!
Oula, ouf. Qu'est-ce que je disais depuis tout à l'heure? Depuis tout à l'heure, je disais que c'était bizarre. Depuis tout à l'heure, je disais que c'était bizarre ce truc.
Your son thinks I dropped the stones. You were the one who pulled them up, weren't you? Of course. That is my job.
He was probably angry because he might not get paid.
Alfred, stop it.
What?
Peter, what happened?
I'm not sure. But there was a monk. He was wearing a black robe. And when he saw me looking at him, he ran away. Maybe it was him.
A black robe? Are you saying this was my fault?
Non, non, mais moi aussi je l'ai vu.
I'm sure I didn't recognize him. He wasn't from here.
No.
J'ai vu un moine en or sur le marché, Alfred se trompe, c'est un accident.
I assure you, a monk would never do such a thing. I saw a monk in black in the market.
Oh, did you? I was there too when you were. Tell us, what did he do when you saw him?
Il fallait marcher sur des poules, je me souviens plus, il a cassé un gros pichet. Il a cassé un gros pichet, ouais.
He broke a big jug.
That wasn't a monk. I was there. That never happened.
Maybe I remembered it wrong.
Jack, take the rest of the day off. I don't want you two to get into another fight.
What about the monk?
We don't know that there was a monk.
Accidents happen. We'll check all the ropes to make sure that won't be another one.
La lettre de Gloucester. Ok. Lettre datée de février 1141. Philippe de Gwyneth. En réponse à votre question concernant votre frère Francis, j'ai le regret de vous dire qu'il n'a pas été vu dans notre diocèse depuis plus de 5 ans. Ah oui, putain. Je pense que cela est dû à son travail auprès de Robert de Gloucester. De Gloucester, pardon. Après avoir envoyé une requête à la cour du comte Robert, j'ai appris que leur scribe était tenu au secret et qu'il ne pouvait pas répondre à nos demandes. Attends, je me suis perdu. En temps de guerre, le secret est souvent de mise. Je crois en toute bonne foi que votre frère Francis se porte bien et travaille avec diligence pour soutenir le comte Robert dans sa quête. Je prie pour que son combat pour le trône au nom de sa sœur Maud porte ses fruits et mette fin à une période d'anarchie. Nous avons tous entendu parler du travail exemplaire que vous réalisez à Kingsbridge. Votre saint Adolphus est connu jusqu'au Saint-Empire romain désormais. Sous prieur Sébastien, prieuré de Gloucester.
Excuse me, Philip? Philip? I'm sorry.
Adolphus? Comment ça, Adolphus?
I was just thinking about my brother. What is it?
Aliena is ready to go to Shiring with you.
Then I must not keep her waiting.
C'est ce qu'il y avait marqué dans la lettre. Ah ouais? Bah je me rappelle pas. Suivre la route vers Shirings.
As we rode, Aliena expressed relief that Percy Hamley held court in Shiring Town during the Fleece Fair and not in her father's castle.
Tu l'as dit en plus.
I had not yet confessed.
Je dis beaucoup de trucs.
For her father's fate, I felt the guilt and shame starting to rise when we came to a large.
J'en dis beaucoup des choses. Hein. Si je devais me rappeler de tout, ça va. Hein.
That had come from Earl's Castle back then.
Philip stopped to talk to the peasants, and so did I. Of course, he couldn't pass by people in need of help, not even when he was on his way to try and save Kingsbridge from another attack by the Hamleys. Two of the peasants broke into tears and begged for food. Philip was mortified as they grabbed the hem of his robe and pleaded for mercy. They said they were from Wigley. They had illegally erected a mill and hadn't paid taxes to the Earl of Shiring for grinding flour. I bit my lip when they mentioned the title that used to belong to my father. As punishment, the Earl had destroyed their mill. Philip seemed unsure what to say about Percy Hamley's punishment for these peasants. I was less hesitant.
Ah ouais, elle a insulté Percy Hamley, là. Elle est partie en coup de coude dans la jugulaire, là. Paf. Non, mais en vrai, des fois, je me rappelle pas tout ce que je dis, tu sais. Un conte doit se montrer compréhensif, un conte doit punir les voleurs, il doit se montrer compréhensif.
I asked why they'd built an illegal mill. The peasants told us that milling taxes had doubled in their village. The peasants shouted and cried that the Earl had also burnt their fields, destroyed their houses, and taken their livestock from them. A few of them had even been killed. Philip told them to go to Kingsbridge for food. As we rode on, he said nothing. Maybe he had begun to lose hope that he would ever solve his problems with the Earl in Shiring.
Après, s'ils savent gérer un moulin, nous on en a un de moulin. Hein. On a plein d'idées et tout.
I had never trusted the Hamleys, but it
Oula,
seemed
putain.
they'd grown careless over the years. They had thus far kept their word to King Stephen, but now I felt I should have known that they would eventually break it. As I was thinking these grim thoughts, we passed by a gallows with 2 men dangling by their necks. An old woman stood by one of the corpses and snarled at us.
C'est joyeux tout ça. S'arrêter et parler à la femme. Ouais, vas-y.
The old woman looked at us like a cornered animal. Philip demanded to know what had happened. She cackled and shook her head. She continued looking through the dead men's clothes. She'd already taken off their shoes and found a couple of coins on one of the corpses. Only now I realized that someone had tied foxtails to the corpses. Their hands had been cut off and their faces were burnt.
What? C'est violent un peu. Dépouiller les morts, hein. Que leur est-il arrivé?
I asked with a stern voice what had happened to the men. The old woman cackled and said that they had played with fire. When Philip asked that she should, by God, answer my question, she became serious. She told him that these men were poachers caught
Des
by
braconniers.
men hunting in his forests.
Okay.
Philip rode on, and when I caught up with him, I could see that now, more than ever, he was
Ah oui, putain.
determined to talk to Percy Hamley.
Bah s'il coupe des mains et qu'il brûle des visages, ouais, il va falloir commencer à lui parler au gars. Hein. Il va falloir pas y aller de main morte, hein.
Aliena rode by my side without knowing that I had long been responsible for her family's fate. Ever since I had made the mistake of trusting Waileran by God. I felt like a fly in a cobweb. Every move I made seemed to lead to further calamities. But then I heard Aliena as she sped past me. Shiring, she exclaimed.
Ok, fin du 10e chapitre. Ce que vous avez fait de votre mieux pour terminer votre travail sur le modillon. Grâce à l'aide d'Hélène et de Milius, vous avez pu aider les fouleuses. Alfred vous aime bien, mais vous vous êtes vengé sur lui. Dommage. Comme promis, Richard tente de récupérer le comté pour Aliena et lui-même. Vous avez été voir Hubert et dit à frère Arnaldus que vous l'enterreriez. Vous avez détruit les 3 nids de guêpes et vous avez eu la brillante idée d'un moulin à fouler. Let's go. Chapitre 11 donc. Oh la musique. Oh c'est la fête. Oh c'est la fête au village. Le nouveau conte. La 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 la. Ah non, c'est pas vraiment la fête au village, non. Sheriff Eustace.
Hamley will show more understanding with us than he did with the people of Wigley. I'm concerned what kind of man Percy
La 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 la.
For mere poaching. Good day, Sheriff. I must talk to the Earl. It's a legal matter of utmost urgency.
Get in line, monk.
Are they all waiting to see him?
What did you expect on court day, monk?
I fear this is going to take a while.
I'll go look for Richard. Seeing that
La 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 la.
Meantime, let's hope I can persuade the Earl to rethink this breach of our agreement.
I'll talk to Meg about the sales of the Priory's wool as well. We will find a way to keep the cathedral's construction going, Philip, with or without the stone and timber they took from us.
We must.
La 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 la. Richard m'a demandé de l'argent, mais où peut-il bien être? La 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 la.
If they hadn't replaced Father, I could have helped them. Good day, Sheriff. Will these people have to wait much longer?
If you have a complaint, talk to the Earl.
I don't think he even recognizes me anymore.
La 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 la.
They say that Jack's father was a thief and hanged in shiring.
Il y a une potence là, ils veulent pas prendre Richard. Je vais leur demander,
The end is upon us.
but our Earl will lead us to salvation.
Is that so?
A hard hand for hard times. It will all make sense. You will see.
La 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 la.
Open your eyes. The signs are all around us.
Good quality.
Our food is rotting.
Ah, il y a la meuf qui nous avait aidé pour le travail.
Good to see you, Meg. I'm here to collect the money we've made so far.
Excuse me. We were in the middle of something.
What's the problem?
Even you merchants have become thieves. What a rotten place this has become.
He ordered the cartload of wool weeks ago, but now he refuses to pay the price we'd agreed upon.
Être sarcastique, être diplomate. Diplomate.
Let's think about why the prices are so high this year.
So you can put more money into your pockets?
Actually, the Earl has raised all fees. It costs more to pass the gate, to set up shop, to get a license, and to trade.
I suppose. But the price is not as was agreed.
Did you use a tally to record the price?
But, are you with the sheriff? Just who are you, woman?
I am the owner of this business.
Oh.
Here's our half, Aliena.
Now, would you kindly hand me your part of the tally?
Un bâton de taille, c'est quoi? Accuser le client, reconnaître le problème, renégocier, renégocier. Mais je comprends pas ce que c'est un bâton de taille en fait.
I think renegotiations are in order. This split tally is invalid. There are more
Une règle.
notches on our part.
On dirait ouais.
Two different prices.
But the area with missing notches is thinner than the rest.
You're right. It looks like something was carved off.
Ah, c'est genre tu prends une barre, tu la coupes en deux et tu dis à quel endroit tu dois payer en gros. Et ah, d'accord, c'est trop intelligent en fait. Ok, j'ai compris.
I won't report you to the sheriff.
En fait, t'as un bâton avec plusieurs entailles, tu le coupes en deux, et comme ça, quand la personne vient récupérer son truc, elle te donne le bâton, et tu sais exactement à combien tu devais payer en gros. C'est intelligent en vrai.
Quality? Yes, but it is not high quality. Now that you mention it, I see it. I cannot pay that much money for bad wool like this.
Now he's doubting the quality.
Fine. Then let me prove the quality of my wool.
Just you try.
Un morceau de laine que nous vendons, c'est la laine de qualité.
I'm taking my business elsewhere.
Please.
First you say one thing.
Au pire, s'il est pas content, je lui surine le bide, hein, je lui surine. Pop, pop, pop.
I'll find an expert and prove it.
I'm waiting. Outrageous.
Let's negotiate.
Maybe another fleece on top.
That's not the price we agreed on.
No,
It
I'll
is what we
keep the
agreed
wool.
on. Both of
But
us.
I'm not here to buy anything.
You're trying to rip me off.
No.
J'ai voulu planter le gars. Après, au point où il en est, je vais rien lui enlever, hein. Oh non, il n'y a plus la musique. Il n'y a plus la musique. On veut la musique. La musique, la musique, la musique. C'est le château de l'évêque.
The remains of Waileran's castle.
Ok, c'est là que Waleron il veut construire son truc là. Ok, je vois. Ok.
Excuse me, do you know if something happened in Shiring? I know we suffer because of the war, but the town never used to seem this grim and hopeless.
No, we wouldn't know. We are but pilgrims in search of God's miracles.
And a saint who will heal my foot.
And my eyes. But yes, shiring seems to hold no miracles these days. We heard the Earl is punishing his people for his own entertainment.
I heard so too.
Ok.
Can I interest you in some horse bread?
Is that the only kind you have here?
It's the only one that hasn't gone green yet, I think.
If you sell green bread, your customers will get sick and you'll get into trouble.
What? Are you with the sheriff?
No, don't worry.
Ok. Vous êtes qui, vous?
Aren't you tired of Christian art? Their sad faces and dull colors are always giving me a foul mood.
Des marchands flamands? Peut-être des experts, eux.
I agree. I'd prefer to see lush paintings of the fine things in life.
Excuse me, would you care to give me your opinion on the quality of this wool?
Of course. Please, show us. Oh, how wonderfully soft.
And what thorough scouring. There isn't a hint of dirt or grease.
The fiber is exceptionally fine.
Eh ben.
And the color is even and light.
Suitable for high-quality garments.
I'm glad you think so too. Would you be so kind as to confirm this to a customer of mine, should the need arise?
Of course. Just send them our way.
With all these taxes and the shrinking markets, I wasn't sure whether visiting shiring would still be worth it. But for that quality of wool, I'll say it is.
Putain, merci mec. Trop sympa le gars. Le palais de l'évêque. C'est ça, avant on était au palais là-bas et on avait vu qu'ils construisaient le château ici. Ok, l'enfoiros là comme on l'appelle dans le milieu.
I don't have any business in there now.
Y'a quoi par là-bas? Ah ok. Hop. Et on revient ici. Oh, je me TP là. Je suis en full TP là.
What are you carrying there?
Not for sale. Or eating. Don't steal. Go away.
Oh, I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh.
Oh non, la bichette, elle a mal au ventre.
Would you be free for a sales discussion later today?
Ah, Lady Aliena, for you I will always find time.
I've heard business is slow.
Not for me it isn't. Plenty of knights need my services. His men have cleaned up well, I'd say. It suits me just fine that the Earl has swept the criminals off the streets. And those complaining about money and fees were never my customers or my friends.
Est-ce que tu pourrais me renseigner par rapport à mon frère du coup?
They came by and looked at a few swords, but they didn't mention where they were going.
Ok. Et là-bas il y avait les moines, est-ce qu'ils peuvent savoir s'ils ont vu mon frère?
Have you seen a group of knights led by a man named Richard of Shiring?
No, we just arrived and headed straight for the church.
Ok.
Still, thank you.
Et les marchands là?
Have you seen a group of knights led by a man named Richard of Shiring?
A group of knights, you say?
Are they perhaps interested in buying linen for a new gambeson?
They might, but I need to find them first.
We shall be on the lookout then.
Merci. Bon vas-y, on va revoir le gars là. Pour la laine, vas-y. Pour la laine de la bouche ou quoi? La laine. Vous avez compris la blague? La laine. C'est trop drôle, non? La laine. Vous avez compris la blague? La laine. La laine, genre. La bouche, la laine. Vous avez compris la blague? La laine.
Very interested in my wool, and they would be delighted to confirm its quality to you.
Anyone can let their friends lie for them.
Then we'll leave it to the people. We'll sell the wool at the afternoon auctions. That way it fetches a fair price for certain.
No, wait. Maybe we can negotiate. My master would not want me to leave here with empty hands.
Insister encore plus, proposer un compromis. J'insiste, c'est un connard là.
Competing with foreigners and nobility is no trifle. They're relentless and have deep pockets.
Aliena.
But if you prefer to take your chances...
No, wait. I'm taking the wool. I
Merci.
don't want to ruin you.
My master can afford it, he just doesn't want to. And he has a temper.
Bah, je suis désolé, hein.
Damn it. You show no mercy.
Bah, t'as voulu me la faire à l'envers, comment ça, je suis sans pitié, mange tes morts, non? Il va pas mieux, lui. Putain.
A pleasure doing business with you.
Bah voilà, j'espère que ça suffira pour résoudre nos problèmes. Il a voulu me la faire à l'envers, le gars, il croit quoi?
A good merchant always strives for a deal that feels like a victory for both sides. Remember that.
Ah, je me remember that, mais...
Like him, and we have our money.
Yes, and you have my thanks.
One more thing. Could you try to get Ovid's Amores for me when you travel to Winchester? It's a book.
Yes, I can ask Brother Theobald. His book collection is more comprehensive than the church would like.
Then he'll be the right one to ask. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Le mec, il a voulu me la faire à l'envers. Comment tu veux que je... Je vais pas faire genre je suis gentil avec lui. Ça va pas mieux, non? Partager l'argent équitablement, lui donner le moins d'argent. Moins d'argent qu'à Richard, lui donner plus d'argent qu'à Richard. Non, Richard, on l'aime bien, mais bon... Enfin, voilà, quoi. Richard, on l'aime bien, mais bon... C'est pas le couteau le plus aiguisé du tiroir, quoi. En vrai, j'hésite entre ça et partager l'argent équitablement, en vrai. De toute façon, Richard, comment il peut le savoir si je lui donne plus d'argent ou pas, de toute façon? Il peut pas le savoir. Donc on va faire ça, hein.
I'm astonished that you can still find trade in times like these. I can only repay you with my gratitude for now. And our priory's wool, of course. It should be enough to keep our workers around until I have solved our problems with Percy Hamley. But Tom said that without stone and timber, we will have to stop construction in a month.
You must speak to the Earl. I still have to give Richard his money. But then I'll come and wait with you.
From the looks of it, I'll be standing here for quite a while.
Ok, il reste de l'argent, mais il n'est pas pour moi. Oh si, je fais ça. Voilà, on est gentil. Du coup, il faut qu'on trouve notre frère, nous. Où est-ce qu'il est l'autre trou de balle, du coup?
Have you heard of Richard of Shiring, the knight?
Whoever that is, he surely hasn't bought bread today. Why don't you ask the sheriff? He seems to have his eye on everyone.
Ah, le shérif. Ok, donc après je vais lui demander. Je sais pas si je peux pas te donner une pièce à la gamine là-bas.
I can't. Richard needs it.
Ok, bah désolé ma petite. J'aurais essayé. Meilleure musique là, incroyable.
Have you seen a group of knights led by a man named Richard of Shiring?
You mean King Stephen's knights? Last time I saw them, they were chugging beer at the Lion and Lamb Tavern. They're going into battle, so they'd better not fall in love tonight.
How thoughtful of you.
Richard est peut-être dans un endroit appelé le Lion et l'Agneau, une taverne bien sûr. Of course. Elle est où cette taverne?
Where can I find the lion and lamb?
Ah, one of the finer taverns in this town.
The good taverner has helped me secure a few trades in the past.
Ok.
You can find the taverns east of the marketplace.
À l'est de la place du marché. Ah!
I hope I won't need to carry a shield.
Ils sont tous complètement pédés, quoi.
Makes money with each tankard he sells. How's business?
Slow.
Well, at least you still have your regulars.
Even in bad times, people drink. The Earl of Shiring has imposed new laws and taxes, and it makes times very bad for us.
Hein?
No, they're right over there.
Ah, ok. Je pense que je vais parler à mon frère et ensuite j'irai faire pipi.
Any new information on Maud's army, Sir Alonso?
Brother of Gloucester will bring the Angevin. There are said to be 1,000 men. But Stephen will bring more, and we'll be with him to lead the charge.
Does Robert of Gloucester have skilled men fighting for him?
Damned if we know.
Victory and glory will be ours, one way or another.
Ok.
Today we ride to Lincoln. Drinks are on me.
Ouais, t'as de l'argent pour te payer à boire, mais pas pour payer ton truc. Connard.
Another round for everyone.
You're the best, Richard.
Quel enfoiré.
It's Sir Richard.
Nonsense, we're all brothers, right?
It is Sir Richard.
Oh.
And here I thought you needed my money for new armor.
Oh, I do.
Connard.
Is only as good as his equipment.
Ouais, mais t'as assez d'argent pour... T'as assez d'argent pour te payer à boire, connard. J'ai bien fait de pas partager équitablement, hein.
Alongside King Stephen, less well equipped.
And inferior armor may cost him his life.
Only the best for the best.
Il est en train de picoler, pendez-le, putain. Tu devrais dépenser avec plus de discernement. De combien as-tu besoin?
And how much do you need?
Enough for proper armaments, and then some to quench my friend's thirst.
Étancher la soif de mes amis, mais espèce d'enculé.
No. How much is necessary?
Do you want me to go into battle stark naked and on bare feet?
Oh, je vais lui mettre une... J'ai mon couteau, hein, je vais le frapper, hein.
Don't be absurd. But you could spend our money a little more wisely.
Do you want William Hamley to become Earl of Shiring or me?
What kind of question is that? If we're lucky, then he will never return from the Holy Land.
He already did.
What?
Oh merde.
We ran into Robert of Gloucester's men.
William, c'est le connard là qui voulait violer tout le monde là.
At first,
Littéralement.
I was sure it was him. He wore the cloak of a crusader.
Oh non, fais chier, putain.
Don't do it. Please. Have mercy. My God, please. Don't.
Alors lui, il est pire que notre frère. Parce que notre frère, il est juste bête. Lui, en plus, il est méchant.
William Hamley, join me. We ride.
Lui, il est surtout méchant en fait. En plus d'être bête.
I didn't want to upset you.
What?
This is not about you or me, Ali. Allowing the father of that monster to remain Earl would not only betray our father, it'd mean betraying everyone. William is a butcher, a filthy bastard without honor.
Ça c'est vrai.
Mind your tongue. You speak of the son of the Earl of Shiring.
I am the son of the Earl.
Sir Richard, your father went against our king and lost his title and his lands. You are not the heir to the title, not as things are now.
What did you just say?
Oh, easy.
You treacherous bastard!
Calm down. Do you want to slaughter each other and help the enemy?
Accusing me of treason. You most loyal man-at-arms.
Me or William? Choose a goddamn side, Alonso of Toledo. Come on, choose!
Je vais peut-être mettre fin à cette dispute.
You disparage me for stating the truth.
Je gère, je gère.
I've collected
I've
our
always been
earnings,
your most
Richard.
loyal man-at-arms. Have I not?
Good. At least there's one person I can rely on. My sister.
I can't believe this.
Essayez de les réconcilier là d'abord, lui donner l'argent quand même. On va essayer de les réconcilier.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go into war arguing like this.
I asked for your money, not for your advice.
Ferme-la, toi.
The one with the biggest mouth, too.
An apology would solve this.
I'm sorry. You see? There's nothing to it.
I said nothing wrong.
Oh putain.
I'm just trying to keep you grounded.
Do they often fight like that?
Ah, they're both very proud. Give them a few days, they'll get tired.
Franchement, la fierté mal placée comme ça casse les couilles. Oh là là.
How dare you imply that William and his fat father have a right to my lands?
No right thoughts enliven me while my stomach's hollow.
You hear? Fill us up.
But you haven't had a right thought all day.
Maybe I'll be the next Earl then.
Oh, that's awful.
Now, can't you just agree to disagree? Please.
It's for guests only.
Percy Hamley's title is a fact, not an opinion.
I'm not thirsty.
It is not. He does not deserve it.
This is not about who deserves what.
I don't
the
have
king
time to
appointed
deal
him.
with drunks.
You should come to terms with that fact.
What did you just say?
What's your secret to success? You know, running a tavern.
People will give their last shirt for pleasant distractions. Especially when they have a lot they want to be distracted from.
Oh no.
I'm done talking to you.
I've collected our earnings, Richard.
Good. At least there's one person I can rely on. My sister.
I can't believe this.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go into war
Do you want to say
arguing like
something?
this.
I asked for your money, not for your advice.
Oh lui, je vais lui... Vas-y, je vais le planter. Je vais le planter, je m'en fous, je le plante.
No.
Si. Plante-le, plante-le.
No.
Si. Plante-le, vas-y.
Better not. No. No.
Peut-être.
I've collected our earnings, Richard.
Good. At least there's one
Quel
person I
psycho.
can rely on. My sister.
Mais il est juste bête et fier, alors que William, il est pire. On va lui donner l'argent quand même, il n'y a pas le choix, j'ai l'impression.
Time to settle your fights for you. You're two adult men. Act like it.
I didn't ask for your help now, did I?
Oh là là.
Here.
You must be losing your touch if that's all you got.
You're not the only one who needs my support.
But what's more important than the oath we gave to Father?
Kingsbridge, the people who took us in.
Well, if I die in battle, you'll know why.
Yes, because of your pride and stubbornness. Must you really fight? What is all this good for?
Mais surtout, c'est pas besoin de boire autant avant de partir à la guerre, il est con lui.
From Percy Hamley.
But who's going to save you?
With men like these, I'm afraid I'm already beyond saving.
I see. I wish you the best of luck. I'll be at the marketplace with Philip.
And make more money, I hope.
enculé, vas-y, c'est bon.
And again, you think money solves everything.
Vraiment, c'est un débile. Hein.
You on my side, doesn't it?
C'est un débile, vas-y. Il est là, mais t'as même pas assez d'argent pour toi, mec, et tu dépenses encore plus. T'es trop chiant, vas-y. Heureusement qu'il y a la musique qui est là. Hein.
Have you finished your business?
Oui.
Yes.
Glad to hear it.
Philip, I now understand why our market at Kingsbridge has had more visitors lately. Shiring isn't what it used to be. Steep taxes and strict laws have taken their toll on the town.
Is that so?
These merchants would give anything to do their business at another fleece fair, but there's none nearby. They need a place with fair taxes, one that can put those taxes to good use.
Are you thinking of a fleece fair in Kingsbridge?
Call in the monk and the woman he's with.
You, impatient monk.
Okay.
It's your turn. The girl too.
Me? What? Did you want me to come with you?
No. We're not first in line, are we?
Well, lucky you then. Get moving.
Ok, vas-y, on va voir, on va voir. On va voir, on va voir, on va voir. Tranquille, tranquille. Salut! Oh non, c'est William. Ah non, shérif Eustache. Oui, c'est William, ça. Oh, fais chier, putain.
Thank you for hearing me, old Percy. Please allow me to introduce my friend, Aliena of Kingsbridge.
Et ouais, voilà, c'est William, fais chier.
Oh, it doesn't sound like you missed me.
I demand to talk to the Earl of Shiring.
C'est lui.
He has broken his word.
You are talking to the Earl of Shiring.
Putain, fais chier.
Bishop Wailer.
The enemies of this earldom have taken Percy Hamley from our midst.
Putain.
Mother.
Et merde.
Do you consider yourself a friend of the earldom of Shiring, Philip?
Friend? That damn monk is drinking the blood of my earldom.
It is not for us to damn them, Lord William. But judge them we must.
C'est Waleran qui les a tués, non?
Your parents had an agreement with King Stephen.
You're a thief. You both are. And you once told me that some sins cannot simply be forgiven. Then it should not surprise you that I don't take as kindly to thieves as my father did. Shiring is changing.
What crimes did we commit then?
The king has never licensed a market in Kingsbridge.
Bah si.
Your market is illegal, Philip.
You are stealing my taxes by allowing my people to trade in your sorry priory, and you disrespect my authority!
Is that true, Philip?
I will talk to the king about this.
You, your friends and your brother have always played by your own rules. But not anymore.
Francis?
Comment ça, mon frère?
Where is my brother?
He got what he deserved.
Where is he? Tell me!
Fracture for fracture? Eye for eye? Tooth for tooth?
Quoi?
The days of Kingsbridge Cathedral are over.
Now leave. The next time I will show no mercy.
Oh putain, on est dans une de ces merdes. On est dans une de ces merdes. Aliena a résolu à son avantage le conflit avec le client. Aliena a fait preuve de compétences correctes. En tant que négociante, Aliena a donné plus d'argent à Philippe qu'à Richard. Aliena n'a rien fait pour réconcilier Richard et Alonso. Mais je pouvais rien faire en fait. Je vois pas ce que je pouvais faire. Aliena a aidé Philippe à payer ses ouvriers en avance. Waleran et William le nouveau comte ont déclaré que le marché de Philippe était illégal. En disant la vérité, Philippe a permis à Voilà de faire disparaître Francis. Ah merde, d'accord, la fois où je l'avais vu en tête-à-tête et qu'on avait parlé et tout, que j'étais en mode ouais vas-y je vais être 100% honnête. En fait il a fait disparaître mon frère, fait chier. On est tellement dans la merde. On est tellement dans la giga merde. Oh là là. Oh là là. Je vais faire un pips et après on commence le chapitre 12. On dit qu'on fait comme ça, il est 11h30. On est tranquille, il nous reste du temps et tout, ça va faire 2 heures qu'on joue, donc on est au calme. Je vais te faire un pips et je reviens tout de suite. Je à toutes. Ok, on est là. Ouais, c'est bon, il y a ma voix, il y a le jeu, tout est bon. Je pense faire le chapitre 12 et peut-être m'arrêter après, on va voir. On va voir un peu ce qu'il en est. Le chapitre 12, ensuite il restera peut-être le 13 et 14 pour la semaine d'après, on verra. On verra où est-ce que ça nous emmène aujourd'hui. En tout cas, là, ouais, putain, la fin, on est... c'est chaud un peu, je trouve. Mais il y a moyen que ce soit Voilà, là. Enfin, il y a moyen que ce soit l'évêque qui a empoisonné les parents de William, parce qu'il savait qu'il avait du pouvoir sur lui et tout. Et comme William, c'est un connard, bon, bref. Chapitre 12, c'est parti. Ah, je pensais qu'il y avait le titre ou quoi au début.
I had assumed that as long as the market was held within the walls of the priory, and the taxes supported the construction of our cathedral, Kingsbridge would need no market license. I had made a foolish mistake. Now I had no option but to call on King Stephen for help. And as Aliena suggested, I joined the knights on their way north to Lincoln.
J'ai l'impression que je prends que les mauvais... En fait, c'est terrible parce que... c'est comme lors de Life is Strange 2 l'année dernière. C'est-à-dire en fait, j'arrête pas de faire des choix et tout, et je pense que ça va vraiment m'amener vers une fin qui va être terrible. Mais elle sera logique avec toutes les décisions que j'aurai prises. Donc en fait, depuis tout à l'heure... je prends que des choix qui sont compliqués et tout. Mais les choix ne me paraissent pas bêtes ou quoi, en fait tout correspond à comme je pense et comme j'ai envie de jouer et tout. Le seul truc où je m'en veux un peu, c'était il y a 2 semaines du coup, quand j'avais repris le jeu, genre j'avais déjà fait une première session et donc la deuxième session quand j'avais commencé, à ce moment-là, je me rappelais plus du tout de ce que j'avais fait la semaine d'avant et tout, et du coup j'étais un peu perdu au début et j'ai l'impression que le fait que je sois perdu au début à ce moment-là a des répercussions énormes sur tout le reste du jeu, et du coup il y a que ça où je m'en veux un peu, mais sinon le reste du jeu je trouve que en fait je suis cohérent avec moi-même et avec comment je joue et tout, et du coup ça pour le coup ça me dérange pas du tout. Bref.
More and more men joined our group. Most of them had no horses and no weapons to speak of. As King Stephen prepared for his final battle against Robert of Gloucester, he had ordered all able men of his earldoms to fight in the north. Then, at nightfall, our group reached a large camp of Stephen's men.
Y a quoi? Traverser le camp ou bien aller se coucher? On va traverser le camp.
Many men asked me to pray with them. They were husbands, fathers, and children about to fight in a war that most of them did not understand. It was then that I witnessed Aliena's brother Richard shouting at a man. The man was in tears, saying he did not want to fight and begging to be allowed to go home.
Ne pas intervenir, réprimander Richard. On va le réprimander, je pense. Hein.
I told Richard to have pity. Full of anger, he told me that he would hang deserters himself if need be. Then the man interrupted us by shouting infamities about Robert of Gloucester and started to laugh. Richard and his knights joined in and began to cheer for the king. Richard seemed to me just as desperate as the young man, but he did not know it.
Ouais, Richard, c'est juste qu'un gosse qui a eu un pouvoir... qui a même pas eu de pouvoir, mais qui essaie de retrouver un pouvoir, et il sait pas comment se démerder tout seul, parce que c'est un débile.
His temper would not make him a just earl, I thought.
Bah ouais.
Again, I hoped to see a cruel man win his battles, only to defeat a man more cruel than him, William Hamley.
Et maintenant, on n'a plus que le choix que d'aller se coucher. Donc, allons nous coucher.
After a long first day on my way to Lincoln, I found a place to rest. I fell asleep soon and dreamed about soldiers. But these soldiers were not on their way to Lincoln. They had come up the twisting hillside path to our little hamlet in North Wales. My brother Francis and I had tried to outrun them and to warn my parents. But as always when I had this dream, we were too late. King Henry's men had killed Mam and Da. Abbot Peter came to take us in, just as it had happened.
Ah, on a le passé de Philippe.
But this time, in my dream, something was different. I was 6 years old then, and Abbot Peter had not yet taught us about God. But still, I asked the monk the question, why did God do that?
Dieu nous a abandonnés, ce n'était pas Dieu. Dieu nous a abandonnés.
And then I heard a voice answering the question. And on the ground lay my brother, Francis. It was Bishop Waleran who had answered, and he took my hand to calm me. Then I realized his hands were drenched in blood.
Oula.
I awoke with a start. I had a very bad feeling about Francis. I told myself I should never have agreed to go and see Bishop Waleran for him. Now I had not heard from my brother in a long time, and after Waleran's remark the day before, I was sure the bishop had a hand in his disappearance, and that I would never see my brother again.
Ça devait être terrible à l'époque, genre juste tu partais et tu savais pas si la personne tu la reverrais un jour ou pas, genre. Terrible.
After what felt like an eternity, the sun rose and we continued on our way to Lincoln. As we moved, I remembered hearing that Bishop Waleran had been to Rome, and William had fought in the Holy Land. I told myself that King Stephen would eventually see these men for what they really were. He had to. And I tried to convince myself that God would make things right.
Qui m'appelle encore? Fait chier, c'est la même personne que tout à l'heure.
You are late. Is it done?
No. Their builder.
C'est la même chose que tout à l'heure, c'est trop bizarre.
What about the saint?
I couldn't get into their crypt unseen.
You disappoint me again, Timothy.
Ah, c'est Timothée. Lui, c'est un connard, Timothée, hein.
When did I ever fail you before today, Right Reverend?
Regan Hamley is alive.
Ah merde, la mère, elle est vivante, vraiment?
She didn't.
No. Your poison has left her in a deep
Oh
sleep.
putain.
When the time is right, I will send our Earl of Shiring to finish what I asked of you.
Ah oui, du coup, c'est vraiment lui le connard, oui, ok.
Kingsbridge will fall.
Ok, donc c'est vraiment lui qui a empoisonné les darons, quoi. Chapitre 12, la grande bête. Ok, ok. Oula, il y avait un truc écrit, mais c'est passé super rapidement. J'ai pas touché, hein. Moi j'ai pas les mains sur la manette ni rien. Lincoln avant la bataille.
Hurry up, my friend. Or do you not want to see our king after all?
I fear I must.
Then let's not waste more time.
Donc c'est bien l'évêque Waleran, le connard, du coup. Je dois demander une autorisation pour le marché au roi Stephen.
Better not get too close. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Lord your God, and ye shall be saved from your enemies. But who oppresses whom, my lord?
C'est vrai ça.
Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. Were they all sinners, Lord? Each and every one of them.
Ok. Allons-y.
Where do we find King Stephen?
Who's asking?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
I've heard of you.
Good things, I hope.
Maybe. You can go inside the cathedral.
Where are all the knights and soldiers?
I should go first.
But this is a house of God.
Only 2 more days.
If they know what's good for them, they'll surrender.
I'd be disappointed if Maud would give up so easily.
Ok.
My king! You have my sword!
Good! Who is that?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
Him.
Comment ça, lui?
Now, what about those archers out there?
Ils ont pas l'air de l'apprécier, n'empêche. Hein.
So is he still not here?
No, he joined one of the other groups because you wouldn't stop arguing.
Maybe it's for the best, then.
I doubt it. I only wish your sister had tried to keep you two from quarreling. I had hoped she would be a better diplomat.
She...
Mais je peux pas faire plus. Je peux pas faire plus.
We will go into battle soon.
Qu'est-ce que je pouvais faire? Comment ça je pouvais faire plus? Mais je pouvais pas faire plus. Il est relou lui, laisse-moi tranquille. Quelle honte. Ah oui, parce qu'ils ont mis les chevaux dans l'église.
I will spare myself the malice and infamy.
There's no 2 ways about it.
Vraiment, je vois pas comment est-ce que j'aurais pu faire pour réconcilier les deux. Hein. J'en ai aucune idée.
King, Ranulph's archers are only waiting for you.
They know they'll be at my mercy once I've dealt with Robert the Bastard and Ranulph the traitor. I doubt they dare shoot me.
Stephen, be reasonable.
Henry, will the church for once shut up? We are at war. Wonderful. Now, I will go out there without getting shot in the head. I must know why they posted the archers up there today. Just for once, use your brain. Think.
Yes, my king.
Approcher le roi, ne pas le déranger. Je pense que c'est pas le bon moment.
I need a market license. This won't help.
L'évêque de Lincoln. Ok.
Father, I'm afraid.
Come now. What are you afraid of?
I own a mill. I built it myself. The only thing I was ever good at.
Ouais.
I will die if I have to fight.
Il interroge sa famille, lui dire que Dieu est avec lui.
Do you have a family?
A wife. I can't go out there. I can't.
Lui dire se cacher dans l'église, lui dire de ne pas s'enfuir. En vrai, si tu t'enfuis, tu vas te faire déglinguer, mec. Donc c'est pas une bonne idée, hein.
You must not run. You would be hanged.
Bah ouais, ce sera pire.
But I don't know if I can do it.
You must.
When we go to battle, will you pray for me, Father?
Ça, je peux faire, ouais.
Of course I will.
En fait, je pense qu'il fallait pas lui dire de se cacher, parce que si je lui dis de se cacher, il va se faire buter s'il se fait trouver, donc c'est pas une bonne idée. Hein. On va essayer de l'approcher du coup.
My king.
You?
Oui.
What are you doing here?
Salut.
Have you come to atone for having your monks write that heretical book?
No, my bishop.
So you continue to doubt your bishops, your pope?
Henry.
How dare you show your face here?
Henry! I told you I am not to be disturbed.
This monk should be thrown into a cell. Maybe then he will see reason.
Quoi?
What? Because he doubts your miracles? I have to admit, having someone walk over red-hot plowshares, or putting his hand in boiling water to prove he's innocent, is entertaining. I give you that.
Stephen!
But the monk is right, of course. There is a tendency that your miracles conveniently happen when the church needs them most.
Oh, vas-y Steven là, dis la vérité.
Coincidence or miraculous deserves no place at my table.
Ouf, ça fait mal ça.
What is your name, monk?
Je m'appelle Thibaut.
Of Gwyneth.
Ah non, Philippe, pardon.
I will make sure my brother won't arrest you. If anyone will have you arrested, it's me.
Ok.
My king, I have come to see you.
I have no time for you. Unless you know a solution to my problem. There are archers outside, probably looking forward to killing me. But I have to see what's going on out there with my own eyes, without getting shot. If you have no solution for my problem, better not waste my time.
Déguise-toi en moine.
Have you arrested?
Stephen veut pouvoir observer le château sans être pris pour cible. Bah, déguise-toi en moine et on sort tous en même temps. Comme dans Assassin's Creed, mec.
A shield could surely stop an arrow.
Un bouclier devrait pouvoir faire une bonne protection contre les flèches.
Let's see if Stephen likes that idea as much as I do.
Ok.
They are already praying for Stephen, but I doubt that's the solution he's looking for.
Ok.
I doubt he would know the answer. No.
Ok.
What would be the safest way to face an archer?
Are you thinking of joining us in battle?
He's finally become one of us.
Never mind.
Oh, vraiment, il est inutile, lui, hein. C'est incroyable. Hein.
If Stephen were to ride on a horse, he would probably make an even better target.
Il est inutile, ce type. Hein. C'est incroyable. Hein.
Our king's advisors believe it would be dangerous for him to stand out here in front of the archers.
They're right.
They are?
Don't worry. They won't waste their arrows on monks and peasants. But the king would definitely be a tempting target. Would end the war in the blink of an eye. I wouldn't hesitate to shoot the bastard of Gloucester either.
Les archers ne tireront pas sur quelqu'un habillé en paysan. Et oui, c'est ce que je disais tout à l'heure, en paysan ou en moine.
No. That won't keep him safe. Stephen would be just as good a target on the top of the cathedral.
Un bouclier, c'est con, genre. Mais...
No, I should tell the king that dressing less conspicuously might be a good idea.
Sujet à l'utilisation d'un bouclier, s'habiller en paysan. Je préfère ça comme idée.
If you were to dress like a poor man, not like a king or a soldier, the archers might not shoot at you.
This is highly inappropriate, Philip of Gwynedd.
It is. But he's right. Robert's a bastard, but his men are not without honor. Who are you again, monk? Why have you come?
I'm the prior of Kingsbridge, my king.
Ah, of course. The prior of Kingsbridge.
Oui, c'est moi. Bonjour.
I have come to ask for your help.
What could be important enough to disturb the king at a time like this?
Robert of Gloucester will attack in 2 days' time.
Let us find out why he's here, shall we? Get undressed, prior of Kingsbridge.
Faire ce qu'il vous a demandé. Ouais.
My king.
Don't be shy. It was your idea.
Ouais, c'est ce que je disais au début, donc moi ça me va. Hein.
Ranulph's men have been nervous all day. Now why is that? It's such a simple war. And yet they could stay holed up in my castle for another month with all these men. So why have the archers out at all? They'll be safer inside. They don't have to stand up there.
Parler du pacte avec les Hamlets, parler des organisations du marché.
My king, the late Percy Hamley and the Priory of Kingsbridge had an agreement.
I remember. And according to his son, you broke the agreement by conducting an illegal market.
He told you?
Les revenus étaient utilisés que pour la cathédrale.
The income was only used to support the cathedral. I did not know we needed a license. The market was held on the church's ground.
The church is not above the law. This is not the Holy Roman Empire.
No, of course not.
Your market is illegal. I supported William in his decision to punish you, for it didn't merely pay for your cathedral. It also paid for the children of that traitor Bartholomew.
Je me sens responsable de leur sort, mais Aliena et Richard ne sont pas des traîtres.
But Aliena and Richard are no traitors. You said so yourself. You said they shall go free.
I remember my words, monk. But the Earl of Shiring tells me that a knight in my employ seeks to convince me to change my loyalties.
I wouldn't know much about that.
William Hamley and Bishop Waleran said you were sly. Now I think I know why.
Quoi?
King, you must not trust them.
Hear me now. You will not receive a market license, and the children of Bartholomew will hang if they go against the Earl of Shiring. Do you understand?
Oh merde.
I understand.
Of course.
Oh
That's
putain.
why all those archers are up there. Robert of Gloucester is not attacking in 2 days. He's attacking today. To arms! It's an ambush. Do not use the front entrance. They knew that would draw us out. Get my clothes. I need my horse.
As Stephen and his men went to face the approaching
Oh là là.
his brother, Bishop Henry, urged me up to the top of the cathedral. His fear had made him forget about our dispute. I had never been that high up.
J'ai enlevé ma caméra parce que les personnages étaient au niveau de ma caméra.
Pray with me, Philip. Pray that Stephen will win, so this war can end.
I closed my eyes to pray.
Priez pour la victoire de Stephen, priez pour la paix, priez pour la défaite de Stephen, pour la victoire du coup.
And as I had 5 years ago, in my heart I sided with Stephen. And I prayed for him and his men. And as I did, I realized that ever since the dream about my parents, I had not prayed. What if, as in the dream, my prayers would not be heard now?
Parce que même si le roi il est contre notre truc et tout, on n'a pas le choix. Hein. Si on veut que Richard il reste en vie. si les prières servent à quelque chose.
I was too far away to understand what was happening.
Robert's men. They're winning.
Oh putain.
It felt like the world was spinning under my feet.
Oh putain.
I was afraid that I would fall. I closed my eyes. And then I saw.
Oula. Oh putain. Ah oui, d'accord, carrément. Oh putain.
They're breaking through the church doors.
Ah ouais? Merde. Bonjour. Comment ça va, vous?
Where are the women?
And then I knew it was us. Only us.
What?
No devil to harm us. No God to protect us. Only us.
Philip was gone for 2 weeks.
Oh merde, oh putain. Oh putain. Mais déjà, du coup, il est mort, Philippe? Plus tard à Kingsbridge. Quoi?
We had other things on our mind.
Oh là là. Ça va tellement partir en sucette.
Are you sure we're alone?
Oh putain.
Right now, there's only you and me.
Ça sent le fion, hein.
Told you.
I hope Philip and Richard are all right.
Richard, bon, ça risque pas. Hein. Philippe peut-être, mais Richard...
Say, Jack, have you read our book?
What about you? What did you think?
No, this is Philip's fault. If all this falls apart because he set up an illegal market, he alone will be responsible.
I have faith in him, and so should you. Who else could save Kingsbridge if not him?
Do you still remember the text?
Well, do you?
Well...
Restez les amours d'Ovide, restez les amours d'Ovide.
I think I remember one part.
Oh? And which one was that?
Before me, she stood. Her clothing set aside. No flaw to be found in all her body.
All clothing was set aside?
All of it.
And there was no...
Faut bien qu'ils en profitent avant de tous crever, hein.
No flaw at all.
Oh, his shoulders and his arms I saw and I caressed. And then his chest, a form made to be felt and touched.
Careful there.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Oops. Oops.
Don't be.
Oops.
How flat her belly beneath her slender waist. Her flanks
Ça va tellement partir en sucette.
What perfect thighs.
C'est genre vraiment genre le dernier moment de tranquillité avant que ça parte en sucette, genre c'est terrible.
That's not how the text goes.
Is it not?
Maybe it is.
Why recall each aspect? Nothing that I saw lacked perfection. As I hugged my naked body close to his.
Ali,
Yes,
I love you.
I love you too. I always will.
Ah oui d'accord, ouais. T'es obligé de nous regarder toi? T'es gênant mec.
Did you hear something?
No.
Oh là là, Alfred il va faire des dingueries je pense. Je pense que Jack il finit pas l'aventure hein. Je vous le dis comme je le pense honnêtement, je pense que Jack il finit pas l'aventure hein.
You and me.
It is us.
Je pense vraiment que Jack il finit pas l'aventure.
Us.
Hey, Philip the Prior. Monk.
Quoi? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Ah il est pas mort le roi? Attends, c'est Richard derrière dans la cage? Ok. Ok, donc. Après la bataille de Lincoln, ok. Je pense vraiment que... Je pense vraiment que Jack il passe pas la fin de l'aventure. Hein. Richard, ok, donc Richard est encore vivant pour le moment. Si l'homme est le diable. Le ciel paraît si vide.
What is there to look at, monk?
Why do you do all this?
Because I want to. No god, bloodline, or fate made me king. I took the throne. I chose to rule and I chose to fight. And I'm not done yet.
Is it worth all these lives?
To best Maud? By God, yes. It's a game that I intend to win.
How many died?
What?
How many people died in the battle?
Oh wow! Merci beaucoup pour vous. Boum, c'est la rentrée. Merci beaucoup. 4e mois, merci beaucoup. Non d'ailleurs pour eux, si t'es là, j'en profite vite fait, mais j'ai voulu voir la suite du let's play que t'avais fait hier, et j'ai pas pu parce qu'il y avait pas la VOD, donc je sais pas si c'est... je crois que Twitch ils avaient mis en place un truc où il faut mettre manuellement, toi, sortir les VOD, mais voilà, du coup j'avais pas pu le voir. Mais j'espère que tu vas bien du coup depuis hier soir. J'espère que ça va.
What about Ranulph's men?
Probably glad to be out of the castle after all that time. Probably looking for women and getting drunk.
Ok, Richard, est-ce qu'il va bien?
Richard! Don't draw attention to yourself. Not when they have you in a cage. Not if you're the king.
Why am I in here?
You are with us, are you not?
C'est super vraiment de ce jeu magnifique. Ouais, j'ai grave kiffé en vrai. J'ai grave kiffé le moment où j'ai regardé. Je vais checker de ça. Ouais, pas de soucis, pas de soucis.
How do you explain that?
C'est dans Twitch, là, quand tu cliques en haut à droite, là, sur ta photo, t'as un truc genre studio vidéo, et après tu peux choisir de les sortir ou pas.
The moment the battle took a turn for the worse, he and his men switched sides. The Earl of Shiring is fighting for Maud now, and for Robert.
William Hamley is only fighting for himself, and for Bishop Waleran.
Et ouais, mais je l'avais prévenu que Waleran c'était un connard.
I will grant you your market rights, the same as Shiring.
You will? Why?
You were right about William.
Ben oui, j'avais raison sur William.
You're not king anymore, are you?
Before too long, the throne will be mine again. Assume I granted you these rights before the battle was lost.
Do I have your word for it?
C'est bon, c'est en ligne. Oh super, je regarderai ça à midi alors. Enfin quand j'irai manger. Super.
Hold your market. Stand your ground. William Hamley will have no legal way of going against you. I will tell the guards there is no reason to hold you any longer.
What about you?
My loyals will make their moves. The game is not yet over. I ordered them to capture Robert to make an exchange. Maud knows it's not over. She'll savor each day that she has me under lock and key. She is her father's daughter, but the throne of England is mine.
J'aime trop là comment ça part là, avec la guerre et tout, j'aime trop.
If you want peace, if you want to save the lives of the innocent, you have to give up.
Never.
Bon, je passais en coup de vent, des bisous, bon live, bon week-end. Ouais, du coup, bon week-end à toi aussi. Et ouais, merci beaucoup. J'espère que tu pourras bientôt restreamer et tout. C'était très cool hier soir. C'était vraiment très cool hier soir. Mais ouais, pas de soucis. Passez une bonne journée. Merci d'être passé en tout cas et merci encore pour le 4e mois. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Passez une bonne journée, des bisous. Autorisation de marcher pour Kingsbridge, examiné. Après la bataille de Lincoln, Kingsbridge s'est vu accorder l'autorisation de tenir un marché pour le trône d'Angleterre. Merci beaucoup. Cette licence donne à Kingsbridge les mêmes droits de marché que Shiring, ce qui signifie que Philippe pourra ouvrir de nouveau son marché. Mais également organiser une foire aux toisons. Ceci est une excellente opportunité pour la ville et pour les habitants, car les marchands de laine se plaignent de ne plus avoir de conditions imposées pour la foire de Shiring. Je lis trop mal, c'est terrible. Ok. Le prieuré, la population de Shiring... J'arrive pas à baisser. Ok, c'est bon. Le prieuré, la population de Shirings et les négociants en laine comme Aliena tireront grandement profit de cette situation. Et on a fini le 12e chapitre, let's go. Voilà sait que Tom, le bâtisseur, est toujours vivant. Vous avez rêvé de vos parents, et de Francis, et de Waleran. Alonso, le chevalier, est parti suite à la dispute dans la taverne de Shirings. Vous avez dit aux soldats effrayés de ne pas déserter, mais il est tout de même mort. Oui, ben ça, on n'y pouvait rien. Hein. S'il avait déserté, il serait mort, et s'il n'avait pas déserté, il serait mort. Donc, le roi vous a fait déshabiller et a mis votre vie en danger. Oui, mais c'est pour sa vie à lui aussi, et même moi, j'étais d'accord, donc let's go. Au final, le roi Stephen vous a accordé l'autorisation de tenir un marché. Et oui, parce qu'il a vu que Waleran et William, c'est des connards. J'espère que ça va nous aider, ça, le fait qu'il ait vu que c'est des connards. Les horreurs que vous avez vues vous ont fait perdre votre foi. Ah, ça va être intéressant, ça, de jouer un prieur qui a perdu la foi. Ça fait combien de temps? Ça va faire 3 heures qu'on joue, là? Qu'on joue au narratif? Je pense que... Bon, là, je vais appuyer sur A, ça va lancer le chapitre 13. Mais je pense que je vais m'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui, en tout cas. Comme ça, la semaine prochaine, on aura le chapitre 13, 14 et peut-être la suite, et peut-être le livre 3, peut-être le livre 3 aussi. Donc voilà, je vais pas continuer aujourd'hui, en tout cas le narratif, je vais peut-être jouer à Multiversus ou quoi, on va voir. Mais en tout cas, voilà, je vais pas tirer la corde plus loin que ça pour aujourd'hui. Enfin, on va lancer le chapitre 13 parce qu'on n'a pas le choix, mais je vais pas tirer la corde plus loin que ça, en tout cas. Chapitre 13. La foire aux toisons, c'était écrit très vite, je sais pas pourquoi ça passe aussi vite, quelques semaines plus tard, mais pourtant je fais rien. Hein. Ma manette, je l'ai à peine en main et je touche pas les touches. Hein.
Is the Earl of Shiring not opposed to us doing a fleece fair of our own?
Bah il a pas le droit, hein.
And our lord.
Ouais, notre lord, ouais.
Our time of trepidation is finally over.
It will never be over.
What did you say, Philip?
Nothing. The music is too loud.
Our prior is right. The display out there is not appropriate for our monastery.
The fair will be over soon. And by then, Kingsbridge will be self-sufficient.
Salut! C'est moi! Ok, donc nous on jouera Tom la semaine prochaine, donc. On va sauvegarder, comme à chaque fois. Hop, c'est bon. Retour, et on va du coup retourner à l'écran de titre. Franchement, trop cool la session d'aujourd'hui, j'aime beaucoup la session d'aujourd'hui. Il se passe plein de trucs. De toute façon, à chaque fois dans ce jeu, il se passe plein de trucs et c'est trop cool à chaque fois. Trop cool à chaque fois. J'espère que ça vous plaît autant qu'à moi, du coup. Moi, en tout cas, je passe vraiment un super bon moment sur ce jeu. Je sais que je le dis à chaque fois, mais à chaque fois, ça se confirme. Je pense que Jack, il va pas passer la fin du jeu, je pense. Hein. Je pense que Jack, soit Alfred, il va le vendre ou quoi, ou soit il va se faire pendre en mode... Parce que je me rappelle toujours que Rémigius, il se rappelle d'un truc chelou par rapport à la mère de Jack, hein, donc... Là, en plus, il a vu Jack et Aliena en train de ken et tout. En train de faire l'amour, pardon. C'est plus romantique. Donc je pense qu'il y a moyen qu'ils deviennent jaloux et tout. Je pense que ça va être chaud hein, pour la fin. Pour Jack, on va tout faire pour le garder en vie, Jack, mais je pense que ça va être très chaud. Philippe, du coup, qui a perdu la foi. Je pense que ça va être très intéressant de jouer un prieur, un prêtre comme ça qui a perdu la foi. Je pense que ça va être très cool. La suite va être très très cool, je pense. Moi, j'aime bien être le plus RP possible quand je joue des personnages et tout. Donc là, je pense que ça va être très cool. J'aimais bien le jouer quand il était à fond dans la foi et tout, mais là du coup le fait qu'il ait autant perdu la foi en se disant que l'homme c'était le diable au final, j'aime beaucoup ça. William, sa part en sucette aussi de ce côté-là, Aliena, Richard qui est encore vivant mais qui est enfermé, c'est chaud, en vrai c'est chaud et j'aime beaucoup ça. J'aime beaucoup Zé, mais j'aime beaucoup ça. Beaucoup Zé, je crois que c'est une ville. Voilà. Je pense que là la VOD elle dure 3 heures, c'est très bien comme ça. Même moi je pense que c'est pas plus que... En plus c'est en anglais et tout, donc autant rester concentré sur le principal. Voilà. Du coup la semaine prochaine, vendredi prochain, il y aura un stream, parce que c'est le samedi, dimanche et tout que je pars. C'est pas ce week-end là, c'est le suivant que je partirai. Et où je reviendrai normalement que le mardi je crois, en stream je crois. Voilà. Donc ce sera vendredi prochain, la suite. Donc je pense que je ferai chapitre 13, 14 et que je commencerai peut-être le livre 3 parce qu'on va pas faire que 2 chapitres la semaine prochaine, on verra. Bref, pour ceux qui regardent la VOD, merci beaucoup. Pour ceux qui sont en stream, je vais peut-être changer de jeu, on va voir. Mais pour ceux qui regardent la VOD, merci beaucoup de suivre l'aventure. J'espère que ça vous plaît, moi ça me plaît énormément. Des gros bisous et à la prochaine. Ciao, ciao.